Hey there, welcome to another League Guide. It's going to be showing you some Janna in Ranked. I'm duo queued with a buddy who's playing some Roman Alistar. What just happened was I dropped Clairvoyance on their spawn, and now I'm going to be heading towards their bottom T-bush with Fairy Charm, 3 health pots, a 1 mana pot, and 2 wards. My bottom lane partner is Vayne. Now, very important, everybody gets into position to check the blue buff in case they try and start on our blue buff. Carthus has to be a little careful there when he's checking these bushes here. Now I'm be heading down. I CV'd on their golem. I noticed that there's 2 guys sitting there, and at the corner of the CV, I noticed another 2. So I know that there's only 1 MIA, or 1 missing. Probably Veigar. Veigar was the only person I did not see, and he doesn't have the damage at level 1 to kill me for first blood. Unless, you know, I act stupid and just sit there and let him auto attack me. Alright, we've got everybody in position on bottom. We're not necessarily going for the gank on blue, we're just going to drop the ward on red buff. Get some control on their bottom jungle, because that's what he's going to use. That's his tool. Here we go. Minions have spawned. We're all getting ready in position. Let's see here. We drop the CV. Now I'm going to head towards that bush, drop the ward. We see Veigar mid, and we also see Tarek, who was in our jungle. He might have dropped a ward on our red. He probably did, actually, but now that we know he's heading bottom, he's going to want to go through our jungle. Alistar's in position. There he is. We see him. Alistar runs away. They drop the CV on Alistar. He thinks, oh, hey, pretty easy kill on Alistar. But no, joke's on him. We got him in position, and Vayne's in position. I'm going to drop the shield on Vayne. We had to start attacking him the second he enters the bush for maximum range. He has to cover a lot just to get away, but Vayne gets a really good first blood crit with a tumble. We're chasing MF now, getting some harass damage on her, and I noticed that Veigar's MIA, so I dropped the CV, and there he is. There's Veigar. I'm telling, you know, Alistar, hey dude, Veigar's up there, I'm gonna back up. Alistar's like, alright, I'm just gonna go up and gank him with Carthus. I get back a little bit. Now that we know Udyr's got blue, so he might be heading towards red sometime soon. Either that or he's already in the bottom jungle. We know that Udyr's in the bottom jungle right about now. Oh, there he is. Popping up in mid lane. Alistar's gonna head back to roaming around. Now is same thing as a same way I'd play any other support. You want to try and zone as much as possible. You know, stay in the bush if you can. Auto attack, auto attack, auto attack. Auto attacks are very, very important early game. Even if you're support, that could be the difference between someone dying and someone, you know, getting away with like maybe double digit life. Constantly trying to get an auto attack off right now. And the shield as Jan is one of the best supports bottom lane. I don't care what anyone says. She's overpowered in my opinion. If you play a good Janna, you'd be very good. It's so useful. Alright, right now we see Udyr at the red buff. I try to go towards Udyr with Alistar to help him, but I couldn't. I had to help our Vayne, who went a little too far up and took a lot of damage. Now our Alistar is going to be taking on Udyr by himself. He's going to be caught there, so I start heading there, so did Carthus. Carthus is caught by himself, running down. Udyr's going to really already got 2 bars, so we're just going to go in for the kill. Our cooldowns are back up. I put a shield on Alistar. He does a knock up on Udyr, we take the kill. He does a knockback on Tarek, we take the kill again. Alistar's got double buffs, and here comes Veigar, but he's too slow to do anything. He has no boots. He came here too late. Alright, so now it's just Veigar in the lane, and the other 2 guys, the Tarek and the Misfortune, should be back in the lane too. Misfortune's got strut, so count on her being back in the lane a lot sooner than most champions. Alright, so I caught Veigar over there on the side. He's going to try and go around, try and kill a Vayne, but I caught him in the side bush. Just do a knock up, buys my Vayne some time for her to run back to the tower. She plays it smart, plays it safe, decides to back. Be very careful with that. Now check out the items and the summoner spells. Remember I did this in game before we even actually I do this at the loading screen. I check out people's summoner spells, make sure you know who's got what. Especially when you're playing, you know, rank. Some guys got teleport. You know, you'll see why in a second soon. But if some guys got teleport, you know, make note of that. You know, he's gonna be pushing But then again, some characters with teleport is actually a downer. But you'll see why. Now, right now, when I'm by myself in this lane, I just want to play a little passively. Don't want to play too aggressive. And Vayne's back in the lane. We're ready to play aggressive. She's ready to farm. We're good to go. She's getting some last hits. I'm telling Vayne, hey, let's go in for it. Let's get ready to go in. Let's get a kill. We've got the advantage here. Let's not lose it. Keep the pressure on the enemy. Alright, here we go. I auto attack, take off the strut, hit her with my skill shot. Knock up, they go on me. I give my shield to Vayne so she can do maximum damage. It's alright because I can get away pretty easily with my W. And since MF doesn't have strut, she's able to, you know, I'm able to get away from her. Vayne is still able to do some damage out there. So she gets the kill on Tarek, and we get away with, you know, losing nothing. Our roaming Alistar has been messing with their Udyr jungle, and is really messing him up bad. He's going to have to flash through the wall in a second, too. Flashes through the wall. So we know that Udyr doesn't have flash for another good, you know, 2.5 minutes. Our Karthus mid's doing pretty damn well. Right about now, MF is going to try and, you know, run up for the experience, run back, do this and that, you know, the usual. I back for my Philosopher's Stone, so I'm going to run back to the lane and drop a ward on T-Bush so we can avoid getting ganked by anybody. Especially the Udyr. But with our Alistar really hitting his farm up pretty hard, you know, it's going to be hard for him to do anything at all. Our Vayne's run off some really nice harass damage there. Vayne is pretty farmed, and when you're being, you know, when you're a support champion, you're babysitting, don't auto attack any of the creep, please, unless, you know, someone's gone from the lane, because, you know, you're messing up the guy's last hits. Karthus ultied there, I think, to try and fight up top with Singe and Alistar and Aurelia, but I don't think it was enough. Either way, his ultimate really helped us out in the other lanes anyway, because they're pretty low. Alright, hit him with skill shot tornado. It's a lot easier to hit someone on the tower with the skill shot than it is out in the open towards the right side of us right now, where me and Vayne are currently at. Because right where me and Vayne are currently at, there's a bush, and it's a lot easier there's more room to move around, as opposed to being cooped up inside that little tower. You know, you don't got as much room to maneuver. My skill order for Janna is shield, tornado. By tornado I mean my W, my tailwind, and then tornado, the Q, and then I just level up my E, and every chance I get I level Q, W, Q, W, Q, W. Q is not as important priority, so if you really want the movement speed, you can pick up the W as well, instead of the leveling up the Q, because the Q really mostly all I use it for is just for using it as a knockup. Knockups are really good. Knockups are not affected by Mercury Treads, which making knockups a very, you know, powerful type of stun. The same way a stun will work, but the fact that it's a knockup makes it so it's not affected by any form of, you know, treads, tenacity, Aurelia's passive, that type of thing. That's why Xin Zhao's knockup is, you know, feared, and so is Alistar's. Alright, so we see Tarek dropping ward on the river here. I let him know bottom is warded. Very important. Aurelia gets ganked up top because, you know, well, she's solo top, and I think Udyr took our red buff. By the way, if you're solo top, generally you want to try and buy wards. That Aurelia up top has no wards, no vision on her, you know, side, or on her T-bush, not even her towards the entrance of their blue buff. No wards at all. Very important. She probably could have prevented that if she had bought wards. Now we're both level 6. I've got my ultimate ready to go. Get some auto attacks off, and we see the teleport. Here comes the teleport. I already set my tornado ready. It had already precasted right as I got stunned. I knock him back as I run away, flash out, and there it is. Teleport has been wasted. Alright, so now here's another video. I fast forward a little bit to this little tidbit here where we're in their Alistar catches Veigar in the T-bush, but then Udyr runs down and trying to help, but we catch Udyr by himself and we're able to take the kill on him. Veigar's already back by now, but it's just these two guys on bottom lane with us 4 on here. So I'm telling my team, hey, let's dive it, let's dive it. I'll just run in there and ultimate. Here we go. and knock the Tarek out for Vayne. We get 2 kills to both our carries, AP carry and our AD carry. And I died, but with no one got the kill. I was able to be denied because no one has touched me or tagged me when I was close to the tower. Good job, team. Alright, here they're gonna proceed to taking their jungle. Taking the jungle is very important, guys. You guys need to be, if you got control over their jungle, take their jungle. Do it. You get the gold advantage. So don't let them, get the gold advantage at all. If you look at the towers, whenever you take the first towers, you get control over their jungle. You're able to move into their jungle a lot more freely than you would without having having those towers there. Right now we still have all of our towers up, so our jungle is pretty well protected, so they don't have room to maneuver inside our jungle. There's only 2 entrances that they really can come in because we have the towers up. But because these guys don't have the towers up, we're able to move down from the bottom now. Now I come over here, I see Udyr on the red, no one was in position to take it, so I went ahead and just dropped my tornado on it to take it. I timed it, and Udyr, smited too early, too soon. So I took his red buff as Janna. You guys gotta watch that. If jungler is trying to take red buff, don't let him take it. Do not let him take it. Alright, here we go again. I'm gonna show you another clip, fast forward to this clip right here, where Udyr is trying to grab red buff again, but I wasn't able to get it in time, and I overestimated the Q's range. I thought it would have hit it, but it didn't. Udyr runs out, and both teammates from mid are coming down now. Both Karthus and Alistar are heading down. I ping it out. Hey, I see Udyr over here. He's got double buffs, prime target. Let's do it. Udyr comes around this side, Marty on this side. I give him a slow. I give Vayne the E, my shield, so she can do more damage. We got enough damage on her where our Karthus can just pop an ultimate and kill her. Our Alistar is getting hit pretty hard by their Veigar, and Vayne is just, Vayne was just taking off hits off Tarek because Tarek is so underfarmed. Singe comes in too late. We take him out. Right about now, Alistar would have died had I not just popped my ultimate, so I had to pop my ultimate there. He's trying to kite this MF, and then with such low health, we were able to kill her through his little knockup and stuns and my knockup. But thankfully, Karthus is a very good sustained damage champion, so if he's super farmed, and he's going to be constantly throwing off damage. Constant AoE damage. Karthus is a very, viable competitive caster if you can play him right, hit him with the skill shots. His slow wall is a very good wall as well. Very, very good CC, especially in that jungle just now. We were able to use that to catch up to Udyr and take the kill on him. Alright, at this point, I'm just going to be constantly pushing. And pretty much we have this game in the bag now. This is way over ever since bottom fed us pretty hard on bot lane. I see Tarek, so I'm just gonna back up. Don't want to take a risk. We ended up clashing one more time, but that clash was nothing special. We just mopped the floor with them because of how fed our carries were. So I'm just gonna show you the end game ranked here. Look at the difference in gold between me and MF. If you want to pause it, you can. Because of my assist I had and the GP5 items I have right there, I was able to generate more gold than the MF without even having to touch the creep at all. And all that creep went down to that Vayne we have with 169 creep kills. And I have no idea why Karthus had double Rabadons, but anyway. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys have any feedback. Subscribe for more videos.